Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading for the month of July of 2026. This is going to be a general reading. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. And today we're going to be looking at a Celtic cross spread, getting your first card, which is going to be your indicator. All right. So it looks like we are coming off of that Capricorn new full moon, rather, at the end of June. It was on June 29th, and that just happened. So, I mean, with us today, I'm filming this on the 4th of July. So happy Independence Day if you're from the United States. But overall, it seems like it's a lot of energy of new beginnings, starting some new endeavors, possibly starting to lay foundations for new plans. And that's what that full moon was really all about, is kind of setting up the foundation and the plan for your new thing going forward. So whatever it is that you have in mind, start considering the different aspects of your personality, of your skill set that you would be able to put together to make yourself a steady ladder to kind of start climbing up. To start achieving that goal that you can set for yourself, and perhaps just even setting goals. You know, right now is a time of starting to, if you're starting to try and improve yourself. If you're trying to improve yourself, how lovely these cards that are coming out here. This came out too. Now would be a good time to really start putting the foot down on the gas for that. So. We also are in a Mercury retrograde throughout the majority of the month of July, so just keep that in mind, that that's going to be another aspect going forward that could be influencing. So if you are putting new plans in action, make sure all of your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. Make sure that you are aware things might take a little bit longer than you're expecting. You might have some delays. Technology might not be your friend sometimes. This is all Mercury retrograde delights. Also, things from your past could come up. You could find yourself kind of dwelling on things from the past a little bit, maybe things not working out that are things that are reminiscent of what you were trying to do now, and so it's giving you doubts about how it's going to go forward. So just kind of keep that in mind, that all that stuff could just be Mercury retrograde bringing that up for you. So right now it looks like you are in a King of Cups position, so you are feeling generous with yourself. I think you are feeling like you have ideas, you have a strong idea of what you want to be doing, you have a plan. You have some kind of plan going forward. Judgment is what's crossing you here. So the energy crossing you, Judgment, this, again, new beginnings. It is the Judgment card traditionally in the tarot has the kind of like the godlike figure rising, and as in Judgment at the end times is rising, the body's rising from the ground. So it's kind of like a rebirth in a way. It's a renewal, if you will. It's sort of like have you done the right thing? Have you done the things you were supposed to? Okay, well now we expect that things are going to start unfolding the way that they should, because you have put in the time, you have put in the energy, and you are anticipating things are going to start unfolding as you hope. And quite honestly, looking at things the way I am seeing them in this spread, I think they may. Certainly if it's financial, if you're looking to get into a new financial endeavor, we've got a lot of pentacle energy here. A lot of earthbound energy, a lot of financial energy that looks really positive, and certainly in a growing kind of positive way. The next card that you have is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is the energy surrounding you, but your grounding energy or earthbound energy. For the way I read a Celtic cross, this is more your physical aspect, how your body on earth, how your person on earth is dealing with the circumstances around you in this corporeal circumstance that we're living in. That is what I see this Celtic cross, this section of it as. This side over here is a little bit more the spiritual side of things. This is a little bit more the meat puppet side of things, if you will. So not to be too coarse about it. So I see your energy that's surrounding you this month is the Nine of Pentacles, which is great for you feel very confidently about, I think, this idea that you have. Whatever this thing is, this cups energy that you have, that you feel like you're ready to put forward into your life or to offer to someone else. I mean, possibly you're considering putting an offer to somebody, and that's what you think you have everything you need. Maybe you've been trying to make yourself a better person or take care of some stuff in your past that hadn't been so great, and you feel like you've overcome those things, and now you're ready to go ahead and make that offer. But you as this King of Cups energy, think you feel very strongly that this decision is a smart one, is a stable one, and it's good for you. This is an idea that's what's best for you. The Nine of Pentacles is very independent energy, very strong, happy, secure, financially independent energy. So whatever decision you're making, it is being made from a position of financial strength, from a position of grounded, thoughtful energy, right? So the spiritual side of things that's influencing you is marvelous. It's the sun. So for me, this card is how are you filtering spirit through yourself in this situation? How are you allowing spirit to be manifest within this circumstance? And it looks like you're really allowing it to shine through delightfully. The sun is a wonderful card, maybe one of the best cards in the deck, and it's shining a light on all of this stuff that you're doing, whatever this thing is that you're offering, whatever this cups is, it's saying, yes, absolutely. Allow me to flow through, allow the glow of the universe to flow through you while you're making this offer or you're receiving this offer, whatever this thing is, whatever, take it with joy and happiness, stay playful with it, stay light with it. It's very spectacular. Spirit is 100% on your side with this, whatever this is, because it feels like you're really accepting that you're accepting the good, right? Whatever the light energy is that's coming to you from spirit, whatever intuition is telling you that's good, that feels really positive for you and positive for the people around you, you're accepting that. You're taking it and you're allowing that to flow through you, and you're allowing that to come up through you and through this cup and then out to, whomever. And you're doing it from a place of personal, financial strength, independent strength, grounded, I've got this, almost like sugar daddy energy. I know that's kind of what I'm getting right now. Not that there is necessarily a person that you are trying to support financially, but you could if you wanted to. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. You're in a good, strong position. So the energy that's leaving the recent past events, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So this is that work that you've been doing. You've been putting all the work in. You've been spending time analyzing it, figuring out what's best for you, laying the foundation, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, as it were. To bring that back up, I really think you've been doing a lot of that, and you have been having this 10 of Pentacles, which is excellent, right? That's wonderful financial energy. And that kind of came out at the same time. But this came out second, so it could be kind of moving into this new energy. I think right now you're feeling this feeling of, this is great, this is a good idea, this is really solid, this is working. Maybe you got some backing. Maybe somebody said, hey, here's some money to help with this idea. I also think this is a really good idea. Let's go ahead and do this. Or I think that you have even more financial strength than you thought you did. Or maybe now, because you can accept help from somebody else, you're not just this 9 of Pentacles, you're actually this 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you've gone out and looked for some additional help. Maybe you've gone out and sought funding from other people and you got some, right? The 10 of Pentacles. So now you're able to move forward. Now, maybe with this 2 of Wands that's in your near future, you might have to wait for some of that funding to come in. I'm going to clarify on some of these so we can see more what that means. You might have to wait for some of that funding to come in, or you might have some choices on who to go with in that. I'm not going to take those just yet. Or you might have a choice on who to go with on that. But I think that you are going to have to take a little time to sit and possibly make a choice. Like you can't take both. You're going to have to take one or the other. And so you're going to have to weigh your options and decide which one of those is going to be best. I think if you do have to do that, and I think maybe you do know that you're going to have to do that, because judgment, again, is those scales, or that's justice rather, but judgment is using all this, making sure that everything you've put into your life is coming to fruition the way that you think you deserve, right? So I think maybe that is you saying, well, I don't know which one of these is going to align best with that. Which one of these choices, which one of these perhaps donors, perhaps partners that you're looking to work with to make sure that this plan goes well, or that you need to have because you can't do it on your own necessarily, or you can't do it with as much success by yourself. So, or you could be deciding, do I want to do this alone, or do I want to do this with somebody else? Do I want to bring on a partner to, so there's some kind of like a little bit of what do I choose, and also that it's delayed because of that. Like you are getting ready to put out those ships, or you're ready to set the ships to sail, right? The 3 of Wands is that card of, I've put the ships out and now I'm waiting for them to come back. The 2 of Wands is, I want to set out the ships, I'm just about ready to go, but there's like this one thing that's kind of delaying the process a little bit. So I would like a little bit of clarity here. Judgment. Yeah, let's get a little bit of clarity on the Judgment card and your King of Cups energy, Libra, for this July. And Judgment. I've been getting a lot of this recently. It's just double downing. My goodness. So, I mean, yeah, I think really is saying you are ready to get what you deserve. You're ready to take the leap and do what you deserve. It's time for the resurrection, as it were. It's time for you to manifest this thing that you think is yours and that you deserve. the King of Pentacles. I think, yeah, it's King of Cups energy, right? I think that, you know, emotionally this is going to be fulfilling for you. And I think you're excited about it. So it's like you're taking it all in. That's a very emotional experience. But you are, I think, this King of Pentacles in this situation. I think you are ready to go. And that this feels like a financial decision just with how many pentacles are in this. It really does feel like this has something to do with finances, to be honest with you. Maybe it's a job, choosing a new job, or like it's starting a new business, something like that. Maybe it's just like getting a loan. All right, Knight of Cups, Two of Coins. So that energy that's surrounding you, Knight of Cups, the offer, right? The offer of something. It's very much an offer, and could be an offer relationship. Again, I don't really get a ton of relationship vibe from this, but it could be that. Could be you getting ready to set this offer up. You're like, here, I'm ready to go. Here's my cup. The Knight of Cups is just like a youthful King of Cups energy, right? It's a little bit more exuberant. It's a little bit more willing to take the risk, even though it might be a little bit foolish. The Two of Pentacles shows that you are, again, dealing with maybe a choice, that this is that choice energy, that you've got options. It's not just one thing. It's a couple of things that you're gonna have to decide on, or maybe that you're juggling to make it work. So the Sun energy that's crowning you from the universe, it's pretty straightforward as just delightful energy. So I don't know that there's really, if there's any way you want to clarify on that, universe, something for us. What popped out here? It's quite a few of them. So let's go ahead and, it seems like that was too many. Give me just one, please. One, please. One card for the Sun, please. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Ooh. Seven of Swords. Okay. So not as delightful as the Sun card, obviously. But the Seven of Swords to me in this situation could be more about the universe keeping you from maybe lying to yourself about this other thing, or like the choice that you need to make. It's gonna keep shedding a light on things that might confuse you or might seem shady. I don't think you need to worry about the shady aspects too much. I think whatever is shady is going to come to light pretty quick. The Sun, whatever is, I think maybe this is what you're concerned about, is this deal or this person, this thing you're going to choose, this thing you have to decide on financially, whether or not it's the one you want to go with. You might be hesitating. This Two of Wands might be a little bit hesitant because you're not sure if you're going to know which one of those is most trustworthy, which one you can really put your trust in. So I think you are holding off, maybe you're delaying a little bit the process because you want to make sure that you're choosing the right person. You're nervous about whether or not that trust is there, that they are going to be what's best for you. They're not going to be doing anything shady, but I think that the universe is letting you know they're going to make sure that they shed light on that. The Sun is very much a card of like, I'm shedding light on this situation. I'm making sure you're seeing every aspect. So I think you're going to see that before it becomes a problem. I think that's what the universe is telling you there. So the leaving cards, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. What is the recent past? Anything you want to shed some light on that? Recent past, Eight of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles to Ten of Pentacles. You've certainly done a lot of work. I think there's a lot of like previous work that you've done in this. This is not brand new. The new momentum, there might be new momentum, right? There might be a new aspect that's making this thing more accessible. Yeah. So but you've laid the groundwork. So that Three of Wands, like I had said, that Two of Wands goes into the Three of Wands. I think that Three of Wands is you are able to start moving forward. Things are starting to move forward. Things are starting to, you have gotten the offers that you're looking for with this Ten of Pentacles, which have maybe set things in motion in a way that you had been, okay, you know, okay, we've put a lot of groundwork in and we're ready to set this, we're ready to hoist the sails. We're ready to get going. We're ready to make it happen. And I think it's getting ready to be made happen, but Eight of Pentacles again, right? But you're still work. There's work to be done. There is yet more work to be done. So the Two of Wands, I'd like a little bit of clarity on that. Seems like there's a lot of positive financial energy coming in. So are we having to choose between two things, or what's going on here with that? Okay, let's see. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, maybe you have to choose between like expertise over innovation, maybe. I mean, it looks like they're both great. Like it's maybe ideas. Maybe you were looking for ideas and you got two really good ideas that you are choosing between. And one of them is very mature with this Queen of Wands. It's It's got a lot of experience and it's taking from that, but it's maybe a little bit more risk averse. And this Page of Wands, I think, is saying, is like similar energy. It's also a really good idea. It's also giving you that same kind of excited vibe, but it's just a little younger. It's an energy that's a little bit more youthful. It's an energy that might give you some fresher ideas, but you also might be walking into some mistakes because there might be a little bit of that, oopsies, I went too quick and I wasn't looking where I was going. Whereas the Queen of Wands is a little bit more, I'm looking where I'm going, but you might be dealing with some more mature ideas, some less exuberant and youthful and innovative ideas. So let's get a look at the spiritual aspect of this. Whatever in this thing is you're working on or that you're moving towards, that you're trying to choose the backing for or the foundation for, right? I think you've been working on, you know the basic idea is good. You know the basic thing you're moving towards is right. You have made the main choice, the base of the pyramid is set. You've made that choice and you're confident in it. Now you are deciding who or what is going to be the choice to help you build the rest of the pyramid. You're trying to build it on your own, I think, and it's too difficult. So you know you're having to bring in something else. And this other thing that you're bringing in is, I think you're just a little bit concerned, and very little bit, because the only card that even seemed a little cautious was that Seven of Swords that came out with the Sun, which is such a positive card. I think it really dampens the negativity of that Seven of Swords, and it's more just saying, I'm watching out for you, I'm keeping things light, I'm making sure that the light is being shown upon anything that could possibly be an issue here. I know you're maybe a little concerned about the trustworthiness of the people, that you're maybe trying to bring in here, or the ideas, right? Can I trust this idea? Is this legitimate? Is this a scam? All right, so the Ace of Cups, the Emperor. The Emperor is your energy, your spiritual energy, your soul energy here. Ace of Cups, energy surrounding you, which is just spectacular. All right, hopes and fears, Knight of Pentacles, still. All right, and it's our final outcome. Final outcome, the Empress. Well, it's Empress, Emperor. I like that, having that crowning there. Base and crown. So, okay. Your energy, how delightful, the Emperor. So you are, again, this very strong, you're really holding it down. You're really keeping it, you're feeling good financially, emotionally, physically. You feel like you're in a good place. I think you're in one of the better places that you've been in. If this is for you, if this is resonating for you, again, take it if it resonates. Oh my goodness gracious. Again, it really is resonating with somebody out there, I'm sure. Somebody's feeling good. Like you've really done a lot of work. You've built yourself up from a lot. It's taken time. This has not happened overnight. And I think you know that, and you are ready and you're excited about putting your energy towards something, towards this new thing. So you've got the Ace of Cups as the energy surrounding you spiritually. Excellent. This is wonderful energy for the universe to be giving you, which is this flowing of new, excellent emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment, it's stability. You are happy. You're accepting these gifts from the universe. This gift is being given to you from the universe. The universe is like, here, where we want to help you, and we want to help you. The Six of Swords being what's the clarifier is saying, we're also making sure that you're safe on this journey. Spirit is making sure you're clear-headed about it. You're making decisions based on logic, not necessarily based on emotion, although those decisions are going to make you feel very emotionally fulfilled. But you are basing this on so much maturity, so much time spent with it. Patience is the thing that you are, I think, both afraid of and aware of as a necessity in this situation. The Knight of Pentacles is in the position of your hopes and fears here. So that to me is you're just worried that it's going to take a little bit of more time than you were hoping. I think you know that the idea that you have is strong, but you're a little concerned about delays. Let's get a little bit of clarification on that. I'm thinking that delays might have to be like with that Two of Wands, where you're just, and that Seven of Swords, where you're like, I'm just not sure that this person is going to be the right fit or that this idea is the right fit. The Three of Cups. Yeah, about collaboration. I think you're concerned that collaborative efforts on whatever this thing is going to delay the process. That you know that it's necessary. You know that you have to either take this loan, or you have to accept this person's partnership, or you have to get this new idea incorporated with your idea, or you have to add this software to your software. You have to do something like that. Like, you know that you're having to do something extra. It's not going to be your baby anymore. It's going to be your baby plus somebody else is going to be coming in. It's like, there's going to be more hands. There's going to be another chef in the kitchen. And I think you're nervous that having too many cooks in the kitchen is going to delay the process, and you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to emotionally deal with that. And you're on such a high and everything's going so well, you really don't want to have to deal with that. You want to stay in your emperor vibe. You want to feel good. You want things to continue to flow. And honestly, with the sun being in your position of spiritual energy and how you're filtering that through your meat puppet at this moment, I think you're really filtering it well. You're saying, yes, allow yourself to shine through me so I can experience this, so I can know what you want. Like, I want your will is what I would like your will to be known and to be done through my actions. And I've done all the groundwork to make sure that that's as possible as it can be. The Empress is your final energy, which is delightful, right? You're crowning this with very strong, feminine, interesting. This did come on down upside down. Now, I don't normally read things in reversals, but just because it's the Tower and this has been such a delightful read, and I don't want you to think that that necessarily means anything bad, because it doesn't. The Tower to me is not a negative card. It is a card of change, which to me is good in this situation. To me, a card of change seems to be a positive thing, because you want that change. You are at a position where you need something to shift. You need something to, I'm sorry, shaking the table. You need something to shift. You need something to move so that things can move forward. The Empress is saying you are feeling good. You're feeling strong. Once you've made that choice and you have allowed yourself to lean into your creative, I think honestly, the Emperor is a little bit more stayed. He's a little bit more solid. He's a little bit more grounded, right? He's a little bit more earth energy. He's a little bit more, I'm not going to move. I'm not moving from this. I'm going to stay here and I'm not going to go yet. I'm going to try and I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, there's more of that vibe to him. The Empress is a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more chance taking, a little bit more willing to accept the movement of the collaboration, right? The getting jiggy with the vibe of others around, and a little less, okay, I'm the one that's holding down this roost and I've got it taken care of, and don't worry, everybody can rest easy because I've got this. And while I do think you are that and you're maintaining that, you are also allowing yourself to be a little more loosey-goosey. And when you allow yourself to be a little bit more loosey-goosey and accept that extra help, accept that new thing, I think it's going to have huge change. It's going to enact big change for your idea. It's going to finally bring in that Tower moment that you've been looking for, that you've been wanting, something to make it change, to make it move. You're ready for the action to happen now. And right now you're still waiting for that action to happen. That Two of Wands, you are putting the brakes on it because you're a little bit concerned about the outcome. But I think it's time to stop being so worried. Intention is your card. I'm getting you a Oracle card from the Witch's Oracle. So we've got the Wand, which says, wands act like an extension of one's personal energy, providing a focus for intent and direction. Aloha. A wand can be dedicated to any practice or deity according to its design. The thyrsus of Dionysus, for example, is topped with a pine cone and used to represent fertility. Wands are still used today by magical practitioners and fairy godmothers alike. The meaning. Wand represents intentions, as well as the focus of these intentions. Perhaps someone's intentions towards you have been unclear, or you are not certain quite how to proceed in a situation. Don't act blindly at this time. I don't think you will, quite honestly. Consider where you're going and why. Find your personal motivations. Keep to the intents and purposes of your own reality, and don't be swayed by the intentions of another, unless they are in step with your own. Wand in a reading shows that the universe is waiting to act according to the decisions you make, giving you the element of choice in the way you move forward. High note, maintain focus. Low note, challenge apathy. Okay, so there you go. I mean, it really says, it knows, the universe knows you're ready to move. It wants to work with you. Don't allow your nervousness, your reticence about which one is better hold you back. You know both of them. You know that the choices you have are all good. So don't be so worried that this choice you make is going to maybe go a little slower than that choice. You're going to get there in the end either way. I hope that this resonated with you, Libra. I hope you have a lovely July. This was very nice, and it seems like it's going to be very productive for you financially, so booey. Alrighty, have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.